What's going on? It's Javan Johnson here. You're watching episode number 54 of About 10 Minutes. So let's get to the show. Out here, outside, sometimes it's good to take in nature, hearing different sounds of nature going on, different creatures doing what they do. So anyhow, the weather's gotten nicer, and one of the things about the earth is the earth goes through different seasons. And likewise, in our lives, we go through seasons. We go through times, obviously, we go through childhood and just different things throughout that phase of our lives. Then you may go into college and things of that nature. Then you may, eventually you may, get into your career and get married and start having kids and those things. But there's a preparation process for the different phases of our lives, and it's important that we don't, rush into anything prematurely. But it's also important that we don't allow fear or anxiety to stop us from moving forward when it is time to move forward. I can hear the nature is kind of interrupting me right now. Some creature is making some type of noise. I don't know if you can hear that, but I can hear it. I'm just saying, I'm trying to record something right now, and the nature is kind of being kind of loud. But anyway, so it's important that we don't allow fear or anxiety to stop us from moving forward when it's time to move forward into that next phase of our lives. It's like sometimes, when you left high school, and if maybe you were going to college, it may have been like a different feeling for you because you may have grew up with a lot of those people, and it's like, whoa, like what's next? Like you may have been looking forward to college, but it may have been some anxiety. But then once you got to college, you probably was like, man, this is cool. I like this. Sometimes you can get comfortable in one area, but it could be something better on down the road. But we just haven't seen it yet. So basically, I really wanted to hit on that real quick. Is whatever season you are in your life, seek God diligently throughout that season. Continue to pray, read your Bible, really seek God for guidance, as far as like what to do in that season in your life, how to grow, how to get ready so that you don't do something prematurely, but when the time does come to move forward, that you're ready and equipped to move forward, and you can move forward with confidence knowing that you're being obedient to God. We got to take things step by step, and to seek God and not be discouraged. Sometimes things can be challenging, but the important thing is to handle the challenges. It's not to say you're not going to encounter any challenges, but it's how you respond to those challenges. It's about being persistent and not giving up and keeping your relationship with Jesus Christ regardless of what you see, regardless of what you go through, and continue to have that confidence in Him, continue to put your trust in Him. Amen? Yes. Went to the movie, so definitely good time, good time to get away and chill out, because that's what I've been doing, pretty much chilling out. So anyhow, anything you want to say?
Happy birthday.
Thanks. Thank you. So I want to introduce a new segment called Real Life Stories. And the funny thing about this is before I had the web show, I actually did a video about stage fright, telling a story about the time I had stage fright like years ago and how God blessed and whatnot, and just how things went really well that night. I never did any more stories where I put them on YouTube like that. So what I figured I would do is I figured I would incorporate some stories into About 10 Minutes. So periodically, I'm going to tell stories and whatnot. And so I want to rewind, this story right here. I'm going to take you back to elementary, back when I was in elementary school. So when I was in elementary school, my parents worked, and so one of the things I would do is I would go to like this after school program, and basically what I would do is after I got out of school, I would catch the bus over to this other building. And the cool thing about it was the after school program wasn't just for kids in my school, but it was also for kids in the entire school district. So it gave you the opportunity to meet some other people that you otherwise wouldn't have met until later on, possibly, when you got in middle school and high school and stuff. So you got a chance to form some friendships. And it was nice, you would come, they would give you a snack and stuff. You could unwind after school, after that hard elementary school day. You could come and unwind, have you a snack, have you some juice, you know what I'm saying? And you could play video games. You could also go to the gym. Now, the thing about me is I really enjoyed playing basketball. As a kid, I really enjoyed playing basketball. And I met some other kids that enjoyed playing basketball. One of whom was this kid named Chris, and we ended up getting cool and whatnot. and he had brought up the idea of playing in a 3-on-3 basketball tournament, and I was definitely interested in doing that. So we ended up forming a team. Basically, he got one of his friends, I got one of my friends, and we formed a team. And I believe the first name we went by was Triple Threat. But basically it's a 3-on-3 basketball tournament, so you could play 3 people at a time, but you could have 4 people on a team. So basically it gave the opportunity to sub and kind of keep a rotation going. So we actually practiced together, and we played in some different tournaments. It was cool. Like Chris had got one of his friends named Jeremy involved. I got one of my friends named LaRon involved. And we started playing in different tournaments, and it was nice because we got a chance to play against kids who were in other school districts, who were from other areas. So that was nice. And we played in some different tournaments, but it's one that really kind of sticks out. And what happened was, in this particular tournament, Jeremy he was like on vacation or something, so we had a sub player, a player that we normally didn't have on our team, this guy named Ian. And so he filled in for us, and Ian was actually like taller than the rest of us, and that'll kind of factor into something I'm going to talk about a little bit later. So he's actually taller, but he could hoop as well. And so we played this team. And the way 3-on-3 tournaments is basically you get assigned a court, basically so you know where you're going to be playing at. And so, we went over to our court, and like the kids we was going to be playing against was out there, and when they seen us, they basically was looking at us like, y'all who we playing? They was like talking trash to us and stuff. That was like the first time I can really remember somebody talking trash to me, and they hadn't even seen us play yet. They hadn't even seen us play, but they was looking at our size, because back then, we were smaller. Like I was a smaller guy. Like I said, Ian was like the tallest guy, and he wasn't even normally in our rotation. So we weren't the tallest guys. At that time. Like I did end up growing some. But at the time I wasn't the tallest guy. So anyhow, they pretty much laughing at us and stuff. They pretty much laughing at us like, we might as well play right now. We might as well play right now type of thing. And my dad was like the coach. You know what I'm saying? He played basketball in college. He knew the game very well. And so he seen what these kids was doing. He seen that they was trying to basically, what he called it, selling wolf tickets. So he was basically like, they're not gonna be selling no wolf tickets. He's like, no, we gonna wait till the game start. We'll play. That type of thing. So anyhow, some time goes on. And our time to play comes along, and the game starts. So we start playing, and we balling. They doing their thing, we doing our thing. But it was like I really don't think they was ready. I really don't think they really expected, what we was bringing. And I remember during one point in the game, and remember, like, once again, we like 9 years old, we young around that age, and I remember I did a move that I thought, at the time when I did it, I thought it was just, I didn't really think a whole lot of it. I made a crossover and went to the basket or something, but I did that move, and people got so hyped, and it was like, when you're 9 years old, that can kind of get you excited or whatnot, but, they got so hyped, man, and I can remember, like, high-fiving somebody on the sideline. Just to give you a mental picture of kind of what was going on, it was an intense game for like little kids' sake. We were still little kids, but it was like an intense game, and there was people, from both sides. It was things being said. It was things. I'm just gonna put it to you like that. There was things being said. You know what I mean? So anyhow, we going at it, and lo and behold, we ended up winning the game. Obviously, we was happy about that because that was like our first game of the tournament. And in a sense, it was like good that we had to go through that early, to go through some kids who were bigger than us that was talking trash. But it kind of helped us out because we was playing in a different type of environment. You know what I'm saying? So it helped us out. But one thing I learned from that is never let anybody intimidate you, like ever. Never let anybody intimidate you. And there's really more that goes on with this story, but I'm not gonna go into all of that. Playing sports, there's a lot of lessons you can learn from playing sports, and I enjoyed my childhood. Had a lot of good things happen in my childhood. Had some exciting experiences, and so this this concludes today's real life stories. So thank you for watching episode number 54 of About 10 Minutes. You have a blessed week.